Hello, beautiful soul. I recently received a question from someone who saw my masterclass on the transformative power of storytelling, how to change the narrative so that you can live more heroically. And the question was this: what do I do if I don't exactly know what happened in my past or why I feel like such a loser? Why am I carrying this feeling of being not good enough? Well, you don't absolutely have to have a specific traumatic moment in time. I am going live this week in two places, 2 times. Tuesday, I will be live on Insight Timer to share with you my process for overcoming imposter syndrome. This is all about identifying the earliest time that you can recognize that you felt like you weren't enough, or that you were afraid that someone was going to find out you didn't know enough, you didn't have enough, whatever. Once we can identify maybe not the source if you can't remember, but one of your earliest memories, we can go into the subconscious mind to negotiate. Like there's part of you that holds on to that belief because it's trying to protect you. Like, no, we've got to be perfect in order to be accepted or to not be rejected. So I'm going to hold on to this belief that I'm not enough so that I compulsively try to prove myself or I get perfectionistic. But what if that is to your detriment? So we can start to negotiate with these parts of you and begin to change the narrative. What I'm saying here is that there is a part of you that believed that narrative. So maybe like me, you heard as a kid that you have to get good grades or you're going to get punished, or that you won't get the good things that you wanted. And so you carry this belief that I'm only worthy of love or attention or affection if I'm achieving something. Well, that is a perfect setup for perfectionism or imposter syndrome or this compulsive need to prove yourself. And so we need to change that narrative. But it doesn't work with the intellect alone. See, you as an intellectual, smart adult can say, okay, my dad said that because of his background, and he said that when I was a kid. I don't actually believe that anymore. But the inner child is fixed in time, as is that part of you that is the perfectionist or the procrastinator or the one that beats you down as the inner critic. So we have to go back in time and access these parts in the unconscious and help them release those burdens of those beliefs and those tendencies so that they can get up to date with the intellectual smart you of today. And then your inner child can do the same. So Tuesday, we're going to be talking about my cure for imposter syndrome. Wednesday, I'll be live on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube to explain how narrative therapy works and how you can start to practice this by changing your own narrative, not in a fake way, in a way that truly aligns with your heart and your soul. I've been doing this for over 20 years, working with people who've had some of the most devastating experiences and the most resistant inner critics. And this process works. It works because it's empowering you to pick up the pen and put on your cape and become the hero of your own life. It's not about forcing someone else's paradigm onto you. It's about tapping into your truth, your authentic self, and your heart. And yes, for some of us, we're going to need to repeat this process because we've been through a lot. We've carried a lot of trauma, and that's okay. Once you know the formula for cracking your own code to the subconscious mind, you then have the power to do these practices of breath work and meditation. Maybe it is sitting with psychedelics or doing psychedelic-assisted therapy, but then you have a process of integrating and embodying these new changes. All right? So I look forward to seeing you in one of these live sessions. Please note that my live on Insight Timer is not recorded, so if you want that imposter syndrome cure, be sure to show up live. All right? I look forward to seeing you there.